All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are going to be covering the Capcom Spotlight, which actually happened today, where Capcom was showcasing all of their upcoming video games. And how many of them are probably going to be broken like Monster Hunter Wilds? Who knows? But I figure let's go over this entire thing. It's about 40 minutes long. So hang out with me, stick around, get some popcorn. It's going to be good. We're going to look at some video games, get excited, get angry, get something. We'll find out. Here we go. Some people are saying the spotlight sucked. I don't really care what they have to say. I want to skip to the video games. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go right to the video games.
I am DI03367. They are pragmatic.
Whoa, hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something? I'm good. Get behind me.
I think I can help.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize?
You can tell that they're really relying on this particular game. They love showing this game off. And it's amazing because this game was in development for a long time and people thought that it was like vaporware, that it wasn't actually going to be, coming out. So it's pretty ironic. Pragmata. Yeah, they're really excited about this one.
Hey, D.I.
I said I am DI.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Is this the same trailer? This is the same trailer they released before during the game Summerfest from Pragmata, because they wrote this card saying, oh, so very sorry. It didn't come out when we said it was going to, but it's real this time. We promise it's coming out in 2026. Unbelievable. It's the same damn trailer. All right, skipping to the next one. Don't care.
Hugh is separated from the team. He finds himself saved by Diana, an android girl.
There you are. All better.
Now they must work together to return to Earth. Hugh, a bit sarcastic, but a kind soul. And Diana, a curious and enigmatic android. This is how an unlikely adventure between a human and android begins. A mix of puzzle and action. In Pragmata.
Is this an AI voice that they're using for this trailer? I wouldn't be surprised. It sounds like it.
Combat begins with disarming the enemy's armor. Otherwise, you will find it difficult to inflict any real damage. This is where Diana comes in. Let's use her hacking ability on this enemy. Moving the cursor through the panel, you take down their armor. And now, it's Hugh's turn. Take aim at the enemy's weak points. Passing through more blue nodes increases damage, and the enemy's armor stays exposed for longer. With an arsenal of unique weapons,
That seems really annoying. So you have to hack in the middle of combat? That sounds really, really annoying. But I guess maybe in practice it'll be a little bit better.
On the rampaging boss. What enemy will you hack first? What weapon will you use? Thinking on the fly in the heat of combat and how you handle the multi-sided situation will be key for success. We can't wait for you to try this compelling new combat system. The AI-controlled Lunar Research Station. In Pragmata, your adventures take place at a lunar research station. They are researching a new material that can be used to 3D print almost anything, from microchips to cars and giant structures. Now, however, the Lunar Research Station seems void of human activity. Only the lifeless world and the AI remain.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen in real life soon if you guys keep pushing AI.
Use your thrusters to move around the Lunar Research Station.
Yeah, I mean, it seems
You
all
will
right.
also need to hack the system.
Like I say, it seems all right. I like the graphics, obviously, are really good. I don't like the idea of having to hack enemies in the middle of also trying to run away from them. It's just like you can't damage them until their armor's exposed. It just sounds a little bit, I don't know. Maybe in practice it'll be a lot better. Anyway, I'm skipping this. We're gonna go to the next one and see what we got going on here. Here we go.
6月5日に任天堂スイッチ2にもストリートファイター6を
Street Fighter 6 for the Nintendo Switch 2. Great. We get to fight in 20 FPS now. That's gonna be great.
発売することができました。より多くの方々にゲームを遊んでいただいて、開発一同大変嬉しく思っています。また、先日、イヤー3に登場するキャラクターのラインナップも発表させていただきました。イヤー3では、サガット、クリムゾンバイパー、アレックス。
Man, y'all made sure to really cover up Sea Viper, huh? Crimson Viper is fucking
イ
covered
ング
up.
リッドが登場する予定です。さて、本日はイヤー3最初に登場するサガットの映像を少しだけではありますがご用意いたしました。どうぞご覧ください。
Let's see Sagat. Let's see him. Let's see him. I want to see him in his 20 FPS glory. All right. Let him beat it. Let him beat up the DEI higher. Go ahead.
Hey, come on, let's go! Wait for me!
Come on, get to it, man. All right, that was cool. I love Sagat, man. He's fucking awesome. Damn, he said, get out my way, Miles Morales. Get out my way, Miles. All right, now you're just showing off. That's it? What the fuck? I thought I was going to see gameplay or something.
The Emperor of Muay Thai,
Are you kidding me?
Sagat, is ready for battle. Players
No
can
way,
also
bro.
get the World Tour experience with Sagat deep in the mountains of Thailand. The Emperor makes his landing on August 5th. To prepare for Sagat's release, the Sagat Arrives Fighting Pass will be available starting
course.
from July 4th.
Of course.
Premium rewards include Sagat's Wanderer avatar gear.
It's so sad to see what fighting games have become. It really is. Like, I'm sure the gameplay is great, but I'm just saying, I remember the day where fighting games, all the characters you could unlock on your own by playing the game, all the alternative colors and outfits you could unlock on your own by playing the game. And now they're just like, here's a battle pass. Here's a DLC pass, pre-order pass. Here's a pass for the pass that you need to get into the pass. So sad, man. They're cutting up and just reselling so many aspects of what used to be free or part of the game. It's so fucking lame. It's lame as hell. Again, I like fighting games, don't get me wrong, but it's fucking lame what they're doing now.
And we've also prepared some throwback stickers and emotes. From Sagat's days as the boss of the original Street Fighter.
All right, they're not
We're
showing
also
gameplay.
increasing the amount of content in the Fighting Pass. Check out the designs of the 7 characters.
They're not showing gameplay, bro. Whoever illustrates these, wow. Anyway, they're not showing gameplay, so we're gonna continue. I think these are the alternative outfits. Somebody earlier in the stream mentioned swimsuits.
Characters that will receive outfit for content with the Sagat update. Cammy.
Yo, look at how they drew Cammy, bro. I know this is not going to affect the in-game model, but my God, whoever drew Cammy, what, bro? This is Cammy for the modern audience, bro. What is this, man? I just had her in the waifu battle. What is this? Who is this? Who drew Cammy like this, man? God damn, man. At least it's not going to affect the in-game model. Thank God. At least I don't think it is anyway. The in-game model, I think it's still stacked. I'm pretty sure. But wow. Whoever drew these, definitely yeah. You know what's crazy? Check out the men, though.
Lou.
Check out the men, bro. Check out the men, bro. This is why I can't take this shit seriously. I can't take this seriously, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how they drew Cammy, right? They modern audience Cammy, and they drew the men on fucking 10 pounds of steroids. 10 pounds of veiny and everything. They got every vein all over the place. These were clearly drawn by a woman or a gay male, most likely. Dude, oh my God, bro. Again, you got no problem showing the peak, like masculinity, body, whatever. You got no problem doing that. But with the women, you're like, nope, she's got to be flat. Flat. It's like, you guys hate women, bro. You hate curvy women. Just admit it. You hate women that actually look like women. That's your fault. Unbelievable.
Chun-Li.
Oh, hell no, bro. Bro, you know what's even more insulting about this? So they kept her huge thighs because everybody knows Chun-Li has huge thighs. But since they wanted a modern audience, her ass so much, now her thighs don't make sense for her ass. Now she's got massive thighs, but she's flat in the back? How does that even work? How does that even work? What did it, bro? Like I said, it doesn't affect the in-game model, I'm pretty sure. So the in-game model is great. All I'm doing is critiquing whoever the hell drew this. Because whoever the hell drew this, bro, they were clearly ideologically driven. I don't care what anyone says. It's so obvious. They drew the men massive, bro. Massive. They drew the men. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Jamie. They drew the men massive, but the women are all flat. Actually, the black girls got curves. Ironically, the black girls got curves. I'm not surprised. Everyone else, though, flat, 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 flat. The men are like hulking beasts. They got no problem drawing them like that. God, I hate this shit. I hate them so much. Anyway, let's continue.
Strategize and fight alongside villagers as you enjoy this unique game experience. You can also use the new features of the Switch 2 and play using mouse controls. Have fun playing with the controls you want. Compatible with handheld mode. You can enjoy the game anytime, anywhere. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, is available now.
Interesting. Interesting.
Also, the action and strategy is further enhanced with the new extra content, Otherworldly Venture.
Oh my God.
Added to all available platforms. In the Otherworld, beyond the Torii gates, protect the maiden from nightly attacks of the sea. As you earn rewards by outlasting each wave of enemies. On an ever-changing battlefield.
It's like a tower defense game, kind of, or whatever. Skip. Let's go forward. Here we go. Nope, this way. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. I actually have that on Steam.
Action and fighting games make their returns, including the legendary Capcom vs. SNK series. Enjoy training mode and a gallery featuring sounds and artwork, as well as easy-to-use one-button specials. Capcom Fighting Collection 2 is available now.
One button special.
Reclaim your destiny. A remaster from the swordplay action series Onimusha. A memorable cast of characters returns to weave their deep and complex tale anew. Experience the classic graphics and gameplay refined for modern consoles. The remaster of Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny.
Fantastic. Moving on.
Capcom Digital Sale is here. Monster Hunter Wilds is on sale for the first time. Experience the most evolved action and improved immersion in any Monster Hunter to date.
Not according to those Steam numbers. Not according to those Steam numbers, and definitely not according to those reviews lately. Things are not looking good. But hey, you got all the sales you need, man. You made crazy money on Monster Hunter Wilds. Congratulations. You're going to release the next Monster Hunter on PC, and it's going to be broken again because Capcom doesn't give a fuck. Capcom doesn't care. They're going to keep releasing broken PC ports, even though they've admitted that PC makes up 60% of their total sales, and they have now become a PC-dominated company. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Also, make sure to check out other Monster Hunter games. In celebration of the horror series' latest thrilling news, Resident Evil games are on sale at great prices. But that's not all. Dragon's Dogma 2, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, Ace Attorney titles, and more are on sale too. Don't miss out on
Mega
this.
Man Battle Network. That's the only thing I really care about. And Devil May Cry, obviously. But Mega Man Battle Network, love that. I got to play that. I have it. I got to play
Great
it.
chance to pick up these must-play hit games.
All right, so here, this is interesting. So apparently they showcase Resident Evil Requiem gameplay. This is what I really care about. So let's see what we got going on with Resident Evil Requiem. Let's see.
From the creators of the latest Resident Evil.
開発のコンセプトは病みつきになる恐怖というのを掲げてます。恐怖を乗り越えるね、気持ちよさ、そこのカタルシスってやっぱこう脳汁が出るんですよね。それ自体がもっとやりたい、遊びたいっていう中毒性を生む。そこに徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら怖いけどゲームとしても楽しい、そういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうのがレクイエムの出発点でした。
バイオハザードレクイエムは、シングルプレイかつ、オフラインのゲームとなっています。バイオハザードで一番重要なのは恐怖体験だと思うんですけれども、今作においてはその恐怖体験っていうところに、しっかりとフィーチャーした内容に仕上がっているんじゃないかなと思っています。
今回の主人公は FBI 捜査官。
I will say that the recent Resident Evil games, I'm really enjoying the aesthetic of like the environments and some of the areas that they build. It really gives that old school horror feel again. You know, it started with obviously Resident Evil 7 and then moved its way to Village and whatnot. And now Requiem looks like it's going to be pretty similar as well. I really enjoyed. I think they're doing a great job with the Resident Evil engine, ironically, or the RE engine. I always call it Resident Evil engine, but RE engine. But this is going to be interesting because now they're going to allow you to switch between first person and third person. So I'm curious on how that's going to play out in this particular Resident Evil 9. So let's see.
アッシュクラフト。内向的で怖がり。バイオハザードとしては割と新しいタイプのキャラクターを。
You know what I'm actually going to say? I will say that if Capcom was smart and if they get a positive reception for a third person for Resident Evil 9, it would be kind of cool if they were to release an update that would make 7 and 8 have a third person option as well. I'm sure it can't be that hard to implement. I just wonder if it would be a little bit game breaking for some of the things that you could do in the game because it wasn't designed for it. But if they were smart, because that would actually, there would be a lot of people that would probably buy the game just because it has a third person option, because a lot of people don't like first person horror. Some people prefer third person horror. I don't care either way. I think first person is a lot scarier for obvious reasons because you can't see behind you. But it would be interesting. Oh, 8 has third person. I've never played 8. I only played 7. So 8 has third person. So they should definitely put third person in 7 then. I think that would be cool. I think there's a mod for 7 that it gives you third person, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I think that 7 gives you, there's a mod that they have that gives you third person. It's a DLC feature. Oh, that's probably why. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that would be cool. I think it would help sell the game even more. Granted, Resident Evil 7 sold a lot. You have to buy third person via tech update. That sucks. That sucks. 7 does have third person. Wait, 7 has third person now? Since when? Is that the DLC you guys are talking about? They added it as a DLC that you have to buy? That's so stupid if you have to buy it.
目線で一緒になって怖がれる、こういうキャラクターを狙っています。物語の中でもちろん彼女も恐怖を克服し成長していくんですけども、FBI 捜査官なので銃の扱いも慣れてますし、冷静な
This looks really good. Hold on, go. Well,
推理力とかを発揮しつつ活躍するキャラクターになってます。レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは実はずっとあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを使ったバッチバチの
Why would they hide third person behind a paywall? Phantom says Resident Evil 8 had it as a DLC, not 7. I don't remember Resident Evil 7 having third person, so I don't know when they added that. Because when I played it when it first came out. They didn't have third person. So unless I'm bugging it, I didn't see it in the options or something. But when I played it as first person. So I have no idea.
ホラーっていうのが割と難しくて、落ちてきたバケツにびっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たくないやろっていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
ファーストトレーラーご覧になって分かるように、
Bullet says 7 never got third person, 8 did. Okay, you guys are confusing me because some of you saying 7 did, some of you saying 7 didn't. I don't know. All I'm saying is when I played the games, I didn't see third person. I only played in first person, and I think they would be a great addition for free if you could have third person, especially if you're going to have third person being in Resident Evil 9 from the get-go. I think it'll be good.
自身がまあすごいいろんな目に合うんですね。PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども、逆さずり一つとっても顔の赤らみ、高揚感であったりとか、うっ血してる表現、あとは髪の毛もかなり力を入れてまして、自分たちでスタッフと一緒にプロの方を呼んで実際にウィッグを使ってそこからシミュレーションして CG に落とし込んだりとかもしています。
バイオハザードレクイエムはですね、
They hired a professional to make a wig to model the hair graphics after because they wanted it to be that realistic.
一人称視点と三人称視点、2つの視点で自由に切り替えながら遊ぶことができます。主観視点だとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて、緊張感のある、臨場感のあるゲームプレイっていうのが可能になります。三人称視点だとキャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション、そういったところがよく見えるゲームプレイになると思いますので、アクションが好きだなって思う方には三人称視点の方がおすすめです。
Raccoon City. This is the big thing a lot of people are talking about in regards to the next Resident Evil game, about the fact that you go back to Raccoon City. A lot of people are talking about this. I know Leon doesn't like the idea of going back to Raccoon City, but I mean, let's find out. All I know is me personally, I plan to play Resident Evils this October for like our horror game month. We're gonna be playing horror games nonstop on Grifcast, and Resident Evil 8 was going to be. I might play 7 again just to have it in the continuity of Grifcast, but depending on how much time we have, or I'll just go right to 8 and then I'll have 8 and then 9 to play at some point.
30年近く経つんですけども、ゲームの舞台として登場します。
その当時、アンブレラ事件っていうのでシリーズがヒットして、それ以降も様々なキャラクターたちが、いろんなラクーンシティって起きた事件をきっかけに立ち向かっていくようになったり、人間成長したり、そこに今回この表現のメスを入れるっていうのが作り手としてはやっぱりかなり緊張感を持って臨ませてもらったっていうのが大きかったですね。
ラクーン事件に関わった、もしくはラクーン事件に巻き込まれて大きく人生を変わってしまったり、命を落としてしまったりと、そういった登場人物がたくさん出ます。レクイエムは彼らに向けての言葉通り鎮魂であり、もっと言うとバイオハザードシリーズ、ラクーン事件、アンブレラをきっかけに生まれたシリーズのある種一つの区切りという意味でレクイエムというタイトルをつけています。
バイオハザードレクイエムは2002
I kind of like the idea of going back to Raccoon City as long as it just makes sense, you know. But you know, it all depends. Kenshin in the chat says that putting in third person was a big mistake. Why do you feel that way? I feel like third person makes sense because that's the lineage of the franchise. You know, playing third person in the original games with the tank controls. I feel like it would make sense to add a third person mode into the game. I mean, again, first person is definitely more horror. I think you definitely get more of the the scare factor, but it also feels more Resident Evil when it's third person.
26年2月27日に発売予定です。
All right, let's go to Monster Hunter. We got Monster Hunter Wild Showcase. Does anything in this showcase address the fixes that are coming to the PC platform? Probably not. Probably not.
皆さんこんにちは。モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーの辻本です。おかげさまで多くのハンターの皆様に楽しんでいただいております。本当にありがとうございます。今日はタイトルアップデート第2弾の情報をディレクターたちと一緒にご紹介したいと思います。それではご紹介いたします。
はい、モンスターハンターワイルズアートディレクター藤岡要です。お願いします。
はい、モンスターハンターワイルズディレクターの徳田です。よろしくお願いします。
はい、それでは早速ですが、無料タイトルアップデート第2弾のプロモーション映像をご覧ください。どうぞ。
Man, Japanese people build different. Yeah, this is great and all, but like, where are the fixes? Nobody's gonna care about any of this unless the game is getting fixed, man. Like, literally, nobody's gonna care. That's just the truth of it. Nobody's gonna fucking care. I don't care personally. What monster are they adding? Lagia Cruz?
本当にラギア人気がすごくって、すごい期待されて、
すごい期待。
今回ようやく皆様に登場させることをお知らせできたと。実はモンスターハンタートライっていうタイトルからラギアクロスっていうのが出てるんですけど、そこへのちょっとラギアクロスの開発秘話的なところ。
モンスターハンタートライを立ち上げましょうってなって、売りになる遊びとかを水中戦とかも作ろうみたいなのがあって、でその水中をより
So it's bad enough that the game is broken on land. Now you're gonna add some.
ちゃんと面白くするにはラギアクロスが結構面白くならんといかんっていうのもあって、でもともとレウスのライバルみたいな立ち位置をちゃんと作ろうみたいな、いろんな精鋭を集めてラギアチームみたいなの作ってね。
でその時にモンスターの担当してたのはまた徳田。
そうですね、藤岡さんがディレクターで、僕が初めて最初から企画の立ち上げから調整してリリースするところまで担当させてもらったメインモンスターというところで、チームラギアですね、みんなが日々より良いモンスターにするために意見とかアイデアっていうのをぶつけ合いながら、より良いモンスターに仕上げていく経験っていうのは、なんか振り返ってみるとクリエイターとしてもすごい大事な時間を過ごさせてもらったなみたいに思うようなモンスターですね。
そうね。
ワイルズでのこだわりっていう
All
の
right,
を
at this point, like I said, me personally, unless they're gonna fix the fucking game, I really don't care. And it's crazy. It seems like they end on Monster Hunter. Is that it? Wow, that's literally it. They end on Monster Hunter. This was a terrible spotlight. I'm sorry, Capcom. This was a terrible spotlight. You filled it with mostly shit that you showed already at the Summer Games Fest with like small little additions here and there. And it was basically one big advertisement for you to tell everybody that your games are on sale. That's basically it. This was really bad. And I've watched some showcases recently that were pretty decent. Even I've seen indie showcases that were better than this, man. This was a really, really bad spotlight. But you know what? Hey, maybe this was all they wanted to do. Maybe they just wanted to show people whatever little DLCs they got working on. I don't know. I will say the Resident Evil part was probably the best part. I think the Resident Evil part was by far the most interesting part. But the rest of this was pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So, but in any case, typical Capcom, fix your fucking game, man. Fix your game. Stop adding shit and fix the fucking game. Make it run immaculate.